It's a classic title in an historic division which has featured some of our greatest names. Randy Turpin, the pride of a nation when he defeated Sugar Ray Robinson. Terry Downs won the belt after less than 2 years as a pro. Kevin Finnegan took the title 3 times in the 70s. Alan Minter, who went on to become a world champion. Tony Simpson flew the flag for the Midlands over 2 decades. And Harold Bomber Graham, at British level, was simply untouchable. Now the British middleweight belt belongs to Birmingham's Wayne Elcock, fit, experienced, and aiming to leave his mark on boxing history.
Wayne Elcock is the British middleweight champion, and he makes Birmingham very, very proud.
It's a tough first defence against Dudley's unbeaten and super confident Darren McDermott. It's a mouth-watering Midlands derby. Wayne Elcock against Darren McDermott for the British middleweight title. We're live from the Wolverhampton Civic Hall in the heart of the Black Country. Hi, good evening. Over recent weeks we've seen just how much a Lonsdale belt means to British fighters. When you throw in the added intensity of a local derby, you're in for a really entertaining night. Alongside Glenn and myself, a man who was involved in the last big Midlands derby some 13 years ago. Robert McCracken beat Paul Wesley for the British light middleweight title. He went on to claim the Commonwealth middleweight crown. Also coming your way this evening, a Black Country boxing bonanza as we bring you the best of the night's action. Including Mark Lloyd, an English title contender, faces Andrew Allen Lowe. It's another exciting Midlands derby with an area title on the line, a terrific tear-up. So to our main event, and so much more than the British middleweight title at stake, is Ed Robinson.
It's the Battle of the Midlands, as 2 of our leading middleweights clash for the Lonsdale belt and local bragging rights. Birmingham's Wayne Elcock defends against Dudley's Darren McDermott.
This is what it's all about. This is what I always wanted to do when I turned professional, was boxing in my hometown or in the Midlands. To have another Midlands lad's absolutely fantastic for the sport and for Midlands boxing.
I'll come to the table with everything that I've got anyway, so if I think there's going to be a pushover for the champion, it ain't going to be an easy defence.
Elcock's the more established name, arriving as a championship performer with a shocking upset of Anthony Farnell.
Well done to Wayne Elcock. Very good performance.
Elcock went on to take the British title from dangerous veteran Howard Eastman, and then battled bravely against world champion Arthur Abraham.
And no, I can mix it at that level. I know I can. In my heart of hearts, I do. And I feel with the right preparation and that, then I could give Abrahams a much better fight next time.
McDermott's quietly built up a 15-fight unbeaten record while training out of a shed at the bottom of his garden. And now he's ready to make his move.
I just think every time Elcock stepped up to that level, that he's fell short. But when I've stepped up, I've always come full.
Both are absolutely convinced that they'll be the victor tonight.
Fit enough for 15. At the end of the day, man, if he ain't fit enough, then he will be stopped before 12.
I'm going to win. No doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, he looks confident, doesn't he? Robert McCracken, what is it about this Midlands derby and the Midlands area that's so passionate about the sport of boxing?
Oh, they're extremely passionate. It's the M5 runs horizontal along Birmingham and the Black Country. It can be just a skip of a road, but once you get across to West Bromwich and onwards, the Black Country, they're anti-Birmingham, boxing, football, you name it, and it makes for a great competition.
Makes for a great atmosphere here as well. What are the skills that Elcock has got that could see him win this fight, Glenn?
Well, he's a counter-puncher, and he's going to have to be in this fight because McDermott is going to use his strength, use his boxing to really take the fight to him. So Elcock's got to use his knowledge more than anything.
His experience, Robert, including at world title level.
Yeah, experience is massive in this fight. Wayne's extremely experienced. He's beat Eastman, he's fought Arthur Abrahams, and he's coming off a loss, but this is British title level, and you know, it's how much he wants it and how much he wants to get back to the top.
How much he wants it and how much his opponent wants it as well. Darren McDermott ready to make his ring walk. What advantages has he got? He's got the height, hasn't he, Glenn?
He's got the height, he's got the reach, he's also got youth. You know, he hasn't really been in the Lions' Den, so he's fresher. You know, so that might work for him.
They call him the Black Country body snatcher. What's he got that you like, Robert?
He's rangy, and like you say, he's a good body puncher, but he's got height and reach, which is a big advantage in boxing. But he's got to use that height and reach. If he gets too involved tonight, Wayne's a heavy-handed puncher with the right hand, and he'll play into Wayne's hands if he gets up too close.
Well, it's a boisterous Black Country crowd here at the Wolverhampton Civic Hall. It's a hall on 2 levels. It generates a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere, as I'm sure you can hear at home. Your commentators for this Midlands derby will be Adam Smith and Jim Watt, after our MC, Gary Logan.
Good evening, fight fans, and a warm welcome to viewers joining us live and exclusive on Sky Sports Friday Fight Night from the Wolverhampton Civic Hall. You join us for our feature presentation, the Battle of the Midlands, featuring firstly and introducing your challenger, Darren McDermott.
Total sellout here, 1,700 tickets gone, a real buzz about this one. After just 5 years from turning pro and only weeks shy of his 30th birthday, the chance at last for the slow burner from the Black Country. Darren McDermott, he's tall, he's fit, he's popular, and he's unbeaten. He's got a tight-knit team around him, led by Dean Powell, who believes the time is right. Is it or not, Jim?
Yeah, well, it's certainly a risk well worth taking. He's built up an impressive record, but it must be said, against a lot of fighters who have been losing a lot of fights. It's a massive step up in levels tonight, but he's catching Elcock coming off a loss. Maybe psychologically damaged. He's younger than Elcock. Elcock is 34. How many more times can he raise the enthusiasm for this? But I think this is a special night. I think he'll bring out the best in both boxers. And Darren McDermott just maybe a little bit short in experience tonight.
Here comes the champion, Wayne Elcock, ready for battle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring your champion, Wayne Elcock.
He's a very proud man who's been a professional for 9 years. He's never had the promotional fanfare, but he's worked very hard to achieve titles and respect. An accomplished operator. He even challenged the IBF World Middleweight crown in an audacious bid last time out. He's back at British level, and he wants Jim to prove his domestic dominance.
Yeah, well, he knows he has already proved himself at this level, which obviously McDermott hasn't done. I mean, if you look through his record, some really impressive names. The fact that he got a victory over Howard Eastman, who was the scourge of the domestic middleweight division for so many years, he must be confident here. He must feel that McDermott has maybe taken this a little bit too early. But he's 34, McDermott 29. None of them are kids, so huge chance for both. I'm sure Elcock, looking at the class he is boxing, will really fancy this job tonight.
Both confident, fascinating clash. Is Elcock a bit too old at 34? McDermott with the height and the reach, both inside the 11 stone 6 middleweight limit. Elcock all season, McDermott's come up quietly. He is unbeaten in those 15, and he might punch a bit harder as well. Really good one.
The officials appointed for this contest by the British Boxing Board of Control, your student control, student charge, Dave Roden, the timekeeper Tony Dunkley, and the judges at ringside are Mark Green from Romford, John King from Wellingborough, and Terry O'Connor of Birmingham. When the bell rings, the third man in the ring will be a referee from Doncaster, Howard Foster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mick Hennessy and Sky Sports Friday Fight Night together with proud sponsors Super Channel, GoldenPalace.net, the Isle Casino and Speedy, proudly present your main event, 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the 11 stone 6 pounds middleweight championship of Great Britain. Introducing to you firstly your challenger in the blue corner wearing the red and white trunks. He fights out of Dudley and weighs in at 11 stone 5 pounds. He enters the ring with a 15-fight professional record, 14 wins. None of those wins coming by way of knockout and a single draw. He goes by the name of the Black Country Body Snatcher. Please welcome Darren McDermott. And we go across the ring to the red corner. Your champion wearing the blue trunks with silver trim. He fights out of Birmingham and weighs in 11 stone 4 pounds. He enters the ring with a 21-5 record, 18 wins, 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout against only 3 defeats. He comes to the ring tonight as your reigning British middleweight champion. He's known as the Mad Dog, Wayne Elcock. 12 3-minute rounds, boxers please.
Okay lads, spoke to both in the dressing room, both what I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both you watch the heads. Good luck to you both, touch gloves. Good luck lads.
Howard Foster just about heard amidst this cacophony of noise. First defence of the British middleweight title that Wayne Elcock took from former world title challenger Howard Eastman. But could the belt change hands? Darren McDermott, he's 4.5 years younger, he's fresher, and he's very, very confident. He also, Jim, starts a narrow favourite.
Yeah, well, I think that they reckon that the work rate the key boxes at will maybe give Elcock some problems, but I think the fact that Elcock is such a sound, accomplished counter-puncher, he will be happy with a fighter bringing it to him.
Well, he starts with a combination of his own. Probably also wants to test that long body of Darren McDermott, who's never fought in this class at this level.
Well, Elcock is jumping in close, which is dangerous. I'm wondering if he's worried about the length of the McDermott jab. He doesn't fancy he can shuffle his way in. He's actually pouncing, and but that's dangerous. He could run onto one.
Trying to close the range down immediately. Wayne Elcock. Good left hand from McDermott.
That's exactly what I feared. He was going to walk right onto a jab. You have to find a way to get inside a jab. You can't just jump in. And sooner or later you're going to be tagged.
He was stopped in the 5th round of the challenge to Arthur Abraham. Few gave him a hope, but he tried his best at world level. He was also blown away a few years ago by Lawrence Murphy, who turfed him through the ropes in the 1st round. So there might be something about the Elcock chin that will give McDermott confidence.
I think it might be a confidence thing with Elcock. I don't think he's the most confident fighter in the world. Nothing wrong with his talent. I don't think there's anything wrong with his chin or his ability. But then he's just walked right onto 2 shots. I think he's worried about the reach of McDermott. He's jumping and he's trying to pounce up close. There's no fluency in his boxing in the opening round.
A lovely uppercut there. And McDermott looks so much bigger, doesn't he, than Elcock. Physically strong. But Elcock's always been fit and so determined. Again, an uppercut from McDermott. That's a good shot to use against the smaller man.
Well, nothing that Elcock has done so far in the opening round seems to have impressed McDermott any. He is perfectly happy on there. He's settled immediately. And he's the one who's looking that little bit more confident.
And controlled as well. Just waiting for his openings. Not charging in, taking his time. And Elcock's the one who's just rushed forward and panicked. And for a man of his experience, that's surprising.
Well, I think that the quality punches in the opening round have come from McDermott, not an awful lot of them. But I don't think Elcock, who looked as though he wanted to make an early impression, I don't think he's achieved that.
A good jab there from McDermott. trained frenetically for this opportunity, and he'll be pleased with his opening round.
Back when you jab, Darren, fine. When you jab, 1-2 over the top down. You're listening, and just shove it with the right.
You've got to step with the jab, sharp with it, get it going there, come on.
McDermott may not have the experience he does in the corner with Dean Powell and Jimmy Tibbs.
Yeah, he certainly does, and if he didn't fancy he could win this, they wouldn't have taken the job so early, so they must reckon he's good enough for this.
Seconds out, round 2. Yep, it's only his 16th fight. He's won 14, 1 draw, so he's unbeaten in the red and white. Darren McDermott calls himself the Black Country Body Snatcher, trying to prize away the British middleweight title property of Wayne Elcock, and a good left hand early in the second.
See, I don't get the impression Elcock has a lot of belief that what he's doing is going to work.
Cut, Jim.
Yes, it's below the eye, thankfully, but it is a bad one. Swelling too.
Yeah, left side of McDermott's face. Now it will be a test of his poise. Head clash causing that nasty gash to the side of the face of McDermott, and already referee Howard Foster wants it looked at, and blood is pouring out, and it looks bad. Jimmy Tibbs straight in.
See, it's the swelling as well as the cut. The fact that it's below the eye, I don't like the shake of the head.
What a shame! The fight's over in the second round. What bad luck for Darren McDermott, and Wayne Elcock retains his British middleweight title, well, in extraordinary fashion, and that is such a shame.
That's heartbreaking, especially from the confident start that we got from Darren McDermott. He had the jab working, he was finding the range, he was looking confident in a clash of heads, and all these dreams have gone. Okay, the Board of Control, I am sure, will order an immediate rematch, but it'll be quite some time before he's ready to go back into a boxing ring again. Horrendous looking cut there.
Yep, the doctor made the call, and that is just one of those things. How gutting after all the training and all the belief from Darren McDermott.
See, and the fact that there's bad swelling, that's where the head's, obviously that's where the cut was caused, and the fact that there was such horrendous swelling made the cut gape open, which made it look even worse. The doctor had no choice whatsoever, so early in the fight had to call it off. What a heartbreaker for Dan McDermott.
And Jim, under British rules, it's not a no contest. The champion retains his title because it's a stoppage.
Yep, on a win.
So hopefully they will have an immediate rematch when that damage heals. Terribly sad. Really was. Darren McDermott doing ever so well in the first round and a bit. Dean Powell upset that they didn't have a chance to work on it. Doctor made the call, right or wrong?
Yeah, he made the call, bang on. It was far too early in the fight. If there was 1 or 2 rounds to go, then maybe you could stretch the point. But the swelling, which was making the cut gape open even wider than it may have done without the swelling, and it looks as though there's a little nick above the eye as well. Now, doctor, the right call. He can't think about the boxing result, and he can't think about careers, just facial damage, and it was bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 50 seconds of the second round. Referee Howard Foster, after seeking medical advice, stops the contest. McDermott, having suffered severe cut eye, your winner and still British middleweight champion, the Mad Dog, Wayne Elcock.
Glenn McCrory, a disappointing way for that fight to end.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I think really stopped a little bit premature. I think they should have given the corner a chance to work on it. You think about Jonathan Thaxton and Ricky Hatton, you know, when that damage happened, Thaxton's probably sitting there saying, you know, you stopped this one, why didn't you stop it for me? But they should have given the corner, it's beneath the eye.
Robert McCracken, you've had lots of experience in the corners. How bad was that cut, do you believe?
It is very nasty, but I agree with Glenn. They should have given the corner a chance to work on it. But the doctor's taking into account that it's round 2, there's a long way to go, and it's a nasty swelling.
Well, you can see Wayne Elcock holding on to his title there. He's with Ed Robinson.
Well, Wayne, still British champion, but how do you feel about winning like that?
I didn't even get out of first gear, to be honest with you. I'm not happy about winning like that. Of course I'm not, but you know, Darren was very keen in that, but as I said, I hadn't even started. You know, it was over before it began then, you know, I was just getting myself into it. Disappointed, obviously, to win that way, but a win's a win. Could go anyway, you know, but full credit to him and that. He obviously prepared really hard for the fight, and it's devastating for it to be finishing the way it did, but, you know, that's boxing.
Do you feel sympathy for him?
Yeah, of course I do, yeah, definitely, yeah. I know he worked really hard for this fight, and obviously with the fight being called off and then put back on again and what have you, he's had a long wait really for tonight, and to end in a couple of rounds the way it did, it's poor really, you know what I mean, but you know, hopefully he can come back.
How confident are you would have won anyway?
All day long. I'd like to say, you know, no disrespect to Darren and that. Thought he was okay, but I hadn't even got into second gear. You know, I was just going through the gears really, and I've had a bit of inactivity after the Abrams fight. So it was nice to get in there, and I was hoping to get a few rounds under my belt, to be fair. And as I say, unfortunately, it got finished early.
Well done tonight.
Well, stay with us this Friday fight night. Lots more from a bumper bill to come from here in the Midlands. There's a big fight special this Thursday. Andre Berto, one of the fastest rising stars of the sport, against Miguel Rodriguez for the WBC welterweight title. That's Thursday, 9 o'clock on Sky Sports 1. Tonight, a premature end to the British middleweight title clash. A nasty head collision in the second round. It meant Darren McDermott could no longer carry on. He's backstage with Ed Robinson.
Well, Darren, try and tell us how you're feeling right now.
Apart from gutted. I don't know what to say, mate. I don't think the doctor even gave me a chance, to be fair. I think the doctor robbed me out of the fight. I've got a top cut man, probably one of the best in the business, Jimmy Tibbs, and they didn't even let him have a work on it. I never even got back to the corner. The doctor says no. Jimmy's pulled out a swab, put it in my eye. Is he bleeding now? No. He said he'd have gone to work on it. He said he wouldn't have bled for the rest of the fight. We only done a round in a bit, and already I could see Wayne was sickening anyway, man. I hit him with a couple of uppercuts and a couple of right hooks, and I could see it in his eyes that he just didn't want it anyway. And I would have beat him tonight. I would have beat him tonight. It don't matter. I just feel that I was robbed out of the fight. I'll take it on the chin. I'll bounce back anyway, because I know for a fact that I am better than Wayne Elcock and probably any of the others in Great Britain at this time. I am number one in Great Britain.
Do you want an immediate rematch?
Of course, of course. I just feel that I got robbed out to the fight tonight in my hometown, in front of my own fans as well. He should have let it get to the end of the round, let Jimmy have a work on it, have a look at it at the end of at the beginning of the third round, or a minute into the round, and have a look at it, and then see what went from there. He never gave Jimmy Tibbs, like I said, probably one of the best in the business, to do his job.
Trainer Dean Powell, how disappointed in you, and do you think you should have had a chance to work on the cut in the corner?
I mean, I'm just absolutely dumbfounded. I've never known anything like it. It was under the eye. You know, look at it. Okay, there's a bit of sweat. There's no blood. I mean, you know, they should have given Jimmy at least the chance to work on it during the minute interval. The minute interval of that round. I'm just absolutely dumbfounded.
Will you be calling on the board for a rematch?
100%. Ed, I can't really say anything else. I just don't know what to say.
Unlucky tonight.
Very, very disappointed, Darren McDermott, but that cut looks very, very nasty. Robert McCracken, they were saying they should have been allowed time to work on that cut. If it was your man in there, would you have wanted more time?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Jimmy Tibbs is an excellent cut man, and they should definitely have had the time to work on the cut. McDermott himself said, go back to the corner, take a look at it, and then let the doctor look at it again. But the whole thing's unfortunate. The fight was just getting going. It looked like it was going to be a cracking fight. The whole thing's unfortunate, but the doctor made his decision, and we all got to get on with it. But hopefully there'll be a rematch, because that was going to be a great fight.
It's got rematch written all over it, Glenn.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's just a shame that it never warmed up. We never saw what either one could do. Elcock never really got into the fight, did he? So, you know, he had the chance, McDermott, to get his punches going. You know, he could have come out the next round and done tremendously well, but he never got that opportunity, and I think, you know, that was such a shame.
What do you make of the head clash?
Well, Elcock looked a little bit nervous. He was a bit ragged his work. He wasn't getting his shots off. Jim said, you know, there was no fluidity in his work, and it was a bit scrappy early on, but it was just starting to warm up. And, you know, he looked confident. McDermott, he'd made a good start. He was solid. But I think, you know, it was very, very unfortunate. I think they definitely should have given Jimmy Tibbs is an excellent cutman. I had him in my corner. You know, he's the best in the business, and they should have given him a chance. And I think the fight would have went on. He would have stopped that cut.
It's the nature of the game of boxing, though, isn't it, that these things do happen?
Yeah, you're going to get injuries, and you know there's doctors at ringside, and they'll make the decision. But like I said, it is very unfortunate. McDermott will come again. Elcock's a real rough, tough handful. The head goes in, the right hand goes in, the elbow goes in. McDermott's a good prospect. I want to see him fight again.
Yeah, we all do.